BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament. Relief Windows. Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience. And by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Rasponi. Here we are again, Superior Bait and Tackle on Sigan Lane. I'm telling you what, it's already got people walking in and out of the doors when they found out how many big fish were caught in the spillway with angling for autism tournaments. You can see why. There were people coming in here. Speckled trout already turning on. You know, this is March. We got a lot of wind, so we got a little bit in the fishing report. But this week's show is one of the events we covered, the 9th annual Angling for Autism. Our good friends at Badgerons, they've been putting this thing together for the last 5 or 6 years, and it's just growing. A lot of boats, all the wind, all the cold weather. Still, it had 95 boats, so it's a tremendous event. Also, I made a rabbit hunt. It wasn't a good one, but we dedicating to Mr. James Campbell. His son, JJ, he'd been all in hunt for, I guess I've been doing an annual hunt with him for 6 or 7 years instead of going back. But here's a group of guys we got together in St. Gabriel. They killed with one rabbit. We had about 3 or 4 good runs, but the high water messed it up. So when we come back, you can see the rabbit hunt. Got a good fishing report. I tell you, spillway is unbelievable how high it is. Stay tuned. Paradise, Louisiana.
Why choose Barbecue Guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Talking about the rabbit hunt. Look, rabbits have been hard to find. These young boys, JJ, they had been averaging 8, 10, 12, and usually these people where they hunt, they average at least, they catch 18 or kill 18 to 20 rabbits. So I don't know where this place was. They said they had been having trouble with coyotes. They had no hog trouble, but that's been solving the problems all over. Some of the things that I love to do, I didn't get to do a woodcock hunt. I heard that they've been killing some woodcock in the Sherburne area, but I don't know why this one area is 2 years in a row. They had a lot of water, a lot of fresh water, could have made it different. But let me tell you what, anytime you hear the dogs run, and my big friend Big Mike cooking, he had pork chops and white beans, and what a feast! And I had my new I guess you call her co-host in training with us, Morgan Babin and her daddy. Then we go again. We're in St. Gabriel. The host is J.J. Campbell. J.J.'s a big outdoorsman, let me tell you.
Michael Hudson, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
J.J. Campbell, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Leon Washington, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Tyrone Honore, Irwinville, Louisiana.
C. Henry, Donaldsonville.
Shawnee Henry, Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. This is our annual hunt. We come over here with J.J. His dad started this, James Campbell. Started this 7 or 8 years ago with all his classmates from McKinley. It's been a blast. We done had some great times. J.J., we're getting a late start.
Yeah.
Number one, you've been calling, showing me some pictures. Y'all one of the few people been killing a few rabbits. Y'all having them, what, 10, 12?
Yeah, we having 10 to 12 rabbits a hunt. You know, we've been going over that. I say our worst hunt probably been 8 rabbits, and that's really what, 2 to 4 men.
Well, you got a lot of people envy you around there. This is the last week, so we hope we have fun. If y'all want to know who this lady is, y'all saw her. She been on Paradise, Louisiana before, shooting deer. This is the future, Paradise, Louisiana. This girl will probably be hosting, before you know it, she'll be hosting Paradise, Louisiana. I might not even be there, but as long as I'm around, between her and her daddy, David, Morgan Babin, not only a pretty face, but she's an outdoor lady. Stay tuned, you're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Her daddy's following her with a camera. He's shooting for me today. I'll be on camera watching JJ and the rest of these guys. So stay tuned, you're watching Paradise, Louisiana, and this is what we pray for. The rain holds up, they ain't gonna call me the Black Cloud. Last year, you never know. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana, dedicated to Mr. James Campbell. Mr. Tyrone.
I was born, I'll be 70, I'll be 80, thing, but it's over 70 years, way over 70 years. I've been hunting. I used to live down Plaquemine Bayou.
This property here, it's been almost in your family out here, right?
Well, I'm really, I don't have,
Where you were raised, Mr. Honore?
huh?
Where were you raised? Honore family's a big family.
Yeah, I was raised in Plaquemine, you know. I left Plaquemine when I was 21, you know.
We're gonna see if they start moving. I hope it ain't like last year, they start late.
Yeah, yeah.
At least put it on that four-wheel. They're going straight to him. Where he killed him, watch. He was sneaking back. That's what I told you, when you jump, they take off, you go back where if they get through. Michael, y'all ever want to get away? You got one.
Yeah, I got one. He come through there pretty fast on me.
Michael, what's wrong? They could have swore last year was bad here, but what is it, coyotes?
Coyotes and bobcats. The predators, they wear us out. Coyotes and bobcats. They wear the turkey and rabbit population.
How come y'all made me look bad? You call me the Black Cloud. Because last time I come here, you know, somebody had hunted. This time nobody hunted.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Ooh, Michael Hudson.
That's right.
Yeah.
White beans and deer sausage.
I be we can I can eat some of them beans.
Then you got deer sausage here.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Back again, we're talking about Angling for Autism. Every year we have that tournament. It's early in the year, and the spillway is high, and even sometimes variety is high. But to see them 95 boats come in, and almost everybody had fished. I'm going to tell you what, this is outstanding. First, let me congratulate the winners. We'll talk to them later on. Blake Sylvester and Mark Sylvester. 17.94. Joe and Macalusa and them were trying to guess what weight was going to win. Every year it's about that, 18 pounds. He was mighty close. 6/100 not being 18 pounds. Second was Jacob Pouchot and Dustin Tucker at 17.2. And third place was Brent Bonadonna and Craig Walker. The big fish, I was writing the name down. It was one, I think it's second place finish, and they had a 5.6, I believe what it was. So I'm not sure on that. But the amazing thing is, it took 15 pounds to be in the top 8. It took 14 pounds to be in the top 15. In the top 25, you had to have 13-something pounds. So it was amazing. What a great tournament. Let's go to it. And here's some sights and scenes of the crawfish cookout and Angling for Autism 2020.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
And where we at?
We're at Lamar Dixon, over here at this great family festival. As you see, we over here in left field, what we call it, balling crawfish, and so far so good. We got a good turnout over here. Next, we're going to be waiting on the fishermen to come in and see what kind of weights we have.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana, and the 9th annual Angling for Autism. The Executive Director of the Merge Center, Ms. Shelton Jones.
Correct.
Ms. Jones, tell us, is this getting bigger and bigger? Here we are, took a whole parking lot. We got people
This is
everywhere.
incredible. We're so glad to be part of this festival this year, and in our 9th year, we couldn't be happier. The Bergeron family has been incredibly supportive of our center, and we're so glad that it keeps growing every year.
Y'all been growing every year. I remember when we started at the landing, and we moved over there. We have Cabela's, and now we're over here at Lamar Dixon. The boats ain't come in yet, but we're here. It was cold this morning, had a little wind, but we're here. There's a lot of weights coming in. The food.
Beautiful.
Y'all sold them?
Yeah, we've got all kind of crawfish. We had 11 crawfish teams doing a boil, and it was so much fun. All the different types of crawfish you could possibly imagine. It was delicious.
They told me it was 14. Somebody had less in it, and Sheriff Mike Cass bought his bottle so y'all can sell some more.
That's right. That was so nice of him.
Well, they got people all lined up, and we announced the winners. Did you know how many teams we got? Or I'll talk to the fishermen about that.
I think we had about 90 teams.
It's amazing.
Isn't that
They
great?
always stay close to 100.
Isn't that great?
Thank you.
It's so nice
Merge
to see
Center.
you. Thank you.
Thank you for that to be part of it, inviting us all.
Well, we're so glad. Thanks for being here.
That's Louisiana. There it is, the Merge Center. Don't forget it.
He's thinking, Mooney. You got it. You passed the test. All right.
What side you
All
fishing
right.
on?
Thank you.
Spillway, west side.
You got an A in that. Yes, sir. He's 9-8, huh? Where'd y'all catch them on?
Plastic.
Plastic?
All day, flipping.
What side?
Spillway.
Spillway?
Spillway.
North, south, west?
Middle.
These fish are heavy. Now, you came, I mean, I've been writing about you for years through Junior Southwest Bassmaster, you know, then into college now, and I think you even fish some big pro time circuits now. Tell us about, you know, how you've gone through all of this, you know, coming from 7 or 8 years old up to being, how old are you now, 20?
I'm 21 right now. Yes, sir. Started through the high school and everything. Ended up winning the high school national championship in 2015, me and Justin Watts. Ever since then, we've been working our way up. I'm actually fishing the Bassmaster Opens this year. My first year out of high school, I fished as a co-angler. You're trying to learn more, get some more knowledge, and learn what other pros have to say. Ended up winning co-angler of the year and just been going from there. Last year and this year, I'm fishing as a pro on the Bassmaster Ocean, so just trying to make it to the elites and work my way up.
That's another 5-pound fish?
5-pound fish. What do you think collegiate fishing is heading and why do y'all participate?
How much?
Incredible atmosphere. I mean,
Great fish.
I love fishing and stuff, but we're going to the collegiate tournament.
Where y'all been fishing? What side?
Barrett.
Red side.
What's the best bait?
You guys shout out to
Where's the big fish come on?
Red lizard. Red lizard.
We're back here at Angling Against Autism, our 9th annual. We're here with Jacob Pusho and Dustin Tucker, our second winners.
Now.
So, how'd y'all catch them all? How'd y'all do?
We did pretty good. It was cold. Flipping seemed to be the best thing to do. Just taking a speed rod, putting it in there, and trying to get in the house.
And where'd y'all catch them?
In the basin.
Brett.
Basin side. Basin side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys, and we'll see y'all next year. Thanks for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here's our winners for the Angling Against Autism 9th annual. This is Blake and Mark Sylvester. So, Blake, how'd y'all catch them?
We caught everything flipping, soft plastics.
Where'd y'all go?
Spillway.
Spillway?
Yeah.
And y'all practiced a lot? Y'all scouted?
A couple days.
Couple days. How was the water?
It was dirty, pretty dingy water. Mid 50-degree water temp.
And what was y'all's weight?
1794.
It's a big bag.
Yep.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, we're watching Paradise, Louisiana!
Why choose barbecue, guys? Because this is Barbecue Guys. Not only do we have the largest online selection of grills and outdoor furniture, top-notch customer service, affordable financing, and 3D design services to help you tie it all together, but we also know what it is you love most about outdoor living. Time spent with family and friends. Combined with our expert advice, you'll have everything you need to design your dream outdoor life. Stop by our showroom today.
The green goose man, the $100 man, you got a chance
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Let me give you a quick event calendar right now. This coming weekend is the biggie. The Sportsman Show starts on Thursday and runs through Sunday. It's unbelievable. If you've never been to the Sportsman Show, you see it. The cost, a lot of parking. Lamar Dixon. Go out there and check them out. I might be out there. I know one day, probably I'll be out there the last day on Sunday. They got the St. Jude Fishing Tournament. And at the St. James Boat Club, Jacob, you call Jacob Heath to find out more about it. It's to benefit St. Jude Fishing Tournament. So that's what I want to tell you. It's at St. James Boat Club. It's on the 28th. Also on the 28th is the St. John Sheriff's Office or their employees bass tournament. It's a trailer tournament. The way in is going to be at the Reserve Canal, just further down on Highway 61. Now, the St. Jude tournament, by the way, is sponsored to Anything Outdoors, and they do a lot for charity. They do rabbit hunts and everything else for these kids, physically challenged kids and everybody. A big organization. March the 28th again, of which I'll be there, is the one-man shoot. The Riverside Sporting Clays in Watson on Highway 16. That's to benefit Tulane cancer research for prostate cancer. So see that. I told y'all last week I had another fundraiser coming up at the Buy Black Community Center. It's running all days. It's a supper, fundraiser, raffle. Look it up. Fishing report. I'm jumping right into it because we're in a big hurry. Right now, the fishing report, I'm going to tell you, the big news is all the fish that were caught during this tournament. They ran, a lot of them ran west, all the way west to past the Chafalaya River, and that's usually the story at this time of year. The water wasn't clear. They were punching. You know what I'm talking about, punching with a heavy weight. They were also flipping trees in them big lakes out there on the west part. Some of the people ran north and found some water back up against the levees. Lake Verret, some stringers came from Lake Verret in that area. Most of them came from up north. When I say up north, I mean they went all the way up to Bay Natchez, Pat's Bay. A few of those people caught fish. Look at that. That's unbelievable to see them total. People catching fish. You and I don't know. I don't know where to start. But in the old days, I used to fish a lot of and catch a lot of fish in American Pass when the water just stopped and started falling, it'd be high. But we used to catch a bunch of them there. And also, Bay Natchez has always been one of my favorite spots. Sac-a-lait right now, they're catching Sac-a-lait and Bay Natchez. Grobeck by all in the north part of Lake Verret, they're catching Sac-a-lait. Not in big numbers yet, but they catch them. Now, if you find Sac-a-lait in the spillway this time of year, the water moving, you're going to catch bunches. So I'm going to tell you that. Saltwater. Oh, wait, let me go back. This is a surprise. James Sachner sent me a report. He caught about 50 bass. He kept 10, 8 or 10. He was fishing in Ruddock. Ruddock. I don't know how to say it, but I've been hearing a lot of reports of people catching fish in that area. So, Venice, Randy Young and them is it. I talked to some of them guys. They got all these redfish are downriver almost everywhere you go. In the canes, you get up in the bays. Even the water, the river water's high is unbelievable. But sometimes you get that east wind and it filters that water. No reports on bass yet. They sent me a picture. They had one bass in it. I saw it, but Venice is getting ready to get hot. But offshore is really hot. You let them winds die down, you get you a good day. They catching wahoo, they catching tuna. They got a tuna tournament coming on. And the next few weeks, I'm going to be in Venice I'm going to be visiting with Bill and them, and they got a new lodge coming up, and we're going to do a little story on them. So Venice, it's good. Island Marina is a constant. I talked to Clint and them. They're catching a smorgasbord of fish. One time they'll get on a few specks and stay there, and then they're gone. The water, being the Pearl River being up, everybody said, oh, the water's going to be high. I got another report from Delacroix. The water, because of the tides, was low. The river's high, but it's a different ball game down in that area. But these captains are catching fish. If you want to catch fish, and I tell you, the savior, you look on other shows and talking to these guys, the savior has been sheephead. Sheephead. Good eating fish, good cleaning fish. So let me get out of here. We had a long tournament. Next week, I'll be bringing you more. I made a little trip. You know, I went to the Wildlife and Fisheries meeting. There's a lot of controversial stuff coming up. 4.5-hour meeting went on. They had their legislative agenda. They read it out. But most of the controversy and stuff that's going to be coming up and some changes we have to follow has been with the oyster fishermen and what they're doing in different moratoriums. They did talk about the upcoming duck seasons and the change. They still going to be holding hearings. And in a couple months, I'm gonna give y'all, I'm gonna spend a little time so y'all can see who the commission is. I'll send you, maybe we'll do 1 or 2 commissioners a week, and so y'all can see how y'all can correspond and get the word out, get your opinion. Do the same thing with me. Email me, Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. Anything you can talk about, anything controversial, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. God bless Louisiana.
BBQGuys.com presents Paradise, Louisiana. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K, Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.